Good evening, and welcome to Creative Broadcasting, the station of unlimited possibilities, presents Creating Your Seat at the Table with your host, Ashley Little, as she welcomes her guest to the table.
Welcome to Creating Your Seat at the Table. I am your host, Ashley Little. A little bit about myself: corporate professional by day, entrepreneur by night, 5-time best-selling author, CEO and founder of Ashley Little Enterprises, LLC, owner and creator of Creative Broadcasting, and co-founder and owner of Talk Radio and TV Network. Today we have an amazing special VIP guest by the name of A'Driana LaFaye. A little bit about her. My name is Teria Taylor, but my readers know me as A'Driana LaFaye. A lot of people have asked how I came up with that name. I first heard that name from my mother-in-law. She always wanted 2 children, a son and a daughter. She was able to have a son, but due to complications with diabetes, her daughter strongly advised having any more children. She always told me that she'd been able to have the girl that name would have been A'Driana LaFaye. I was able to get her blessing in 2017. As far as writing goes, I've been an avid reader all my life, and I believe that's what sparked my interest. The way the author made the story come to life amazed me. It peaked in high school with language arts, being one of my favorite subjects. I've been writing for over 18 years, but in 2018, I decided to publish my first book. Welcome to the table, the amazing A'Driana LaFaye.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, so A'Driana, please tell listeners more about your journey to becoming an author.
Definitely. So my journey to becoming an author, as you mentioned before, is pretty interesting. You know, at first I was just writing more or less as a hobby. It was just an interest of mine because I love to read. But the further that, things came along, I realized the more I started letting people kind of edit and dip my toe into seeing what they thought about the book, the feedback that I received was just encouraging for me to decide to go ahead and just go ahead and get it out there to publish. So I finally was able to do that in 2018. The doors finally opened and everything aligned to where I was able to get that done.
Amazing. I'm loving your journey to becoming an author because you've been writing for 18 years. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes, a long time.
Yes. So A'Driana, introduce your first book and why people will enjoy it.
Sure. So the first book is Trials and Tribulations, and it basically follows a story of Danita. She's the main character, and her family. So Danita experienced years of verbal and physical abuse by her live-in boyfriend, and unfortunately was sexually assaulted, which resulted in a pregnancy. And a lot of women experience this. So I believe that this was something that needed to be, a story that needed to be told. It's not a true story, for anyone that I know, but I do know that a lot of women have experienced it. So with the book, it follows her and the experiences that she's had, how she's overcome it, but also what changes it has caused in her life and how it has affected her children as well.
Oh, amazing. I love that. So I want to commend you for creating that space, in your writing. With that being your first book, so how do you feel when you first released your first book?
I was nervous, excited, excited. Honestly, that started way even before I, had my book signing and published it. When I got the book in my hand, it was just a surreal moment that, wow, this is mine. This is something I created. It was just, it was very surreal and amazing and exciting and nervous all at the same time.
I love it. But at least you were able to share your story, right? And you've been writing ever since. You've been writing ever since. So, for our listeners that are listening to you tonight, A'Driana, that are aspiring authors, what are some tips you would give to aspiring authors?
Tips I would give is no matter what's put in your way, no matter what obstacles you are faced with, if it's really something that's on your heart that you feel that you are that is your journey, then keep pressing on. Don't let anything or anyone stop you. Just keep going. For a long time, and that's why it took me, 18 years to actually get it published, because I was fearful of, I guess, the unknown. But if I had not let fear get in the way, I could have gotten this book published so much sooner. But everything in its time. But at the same time, just don't allow fear or anything else to get in your way. If that's what you feel like you need to do, and that's what your path is, then you should definitely pursue it.
Absolutely, because everybody has a story to tell, right? And so
Exactly.
we have to take that jump and that leap to
Exactly.
get to the next level. So write your story. Stop sitting on your story. We're walking into a new decade. For our listeners that are listening, get the book out there. Share your story.
Right.
Awesome.
Exactly.
So, what can we expect from you in 2020? We're in the fourth quarter. We have a couple days away from walking into a new decade. What can we expect from you in 2020?
Wow, right. Well, 2020 is extremely exciting for me. I have several things upcoming. The first one actually is I'll be a co-author in a book with Lily May that's titled Glambitious Guide to Winning in 2020. So that's coming up in January. And I also plan on holding a focus group in February, so my readers can be on the lookout for that. I'll be a panelist at the Atlanta Expo in March, as well as the Essence Festival. I'll be a panelist there as well in July, and then I'll be a vendor at the Urban Festival in Houston, Texas. So it's going to be a little busy for me in 2020, but I'm excited. Looking forward to everyone.
Amazing. So I normally ask my guests this question, right? I see that you built tables for yourself, but I normally ask my guests, how did you, A'Driana, create your seat at the table?
Wow, that is an excellent question. So how I created my seat at the table, basically what I said earlier, I had to get out of my own way. I realized that I was the one blocking the blessings that God had for me. Once I stepped out of the way and just moved, then everything else started lining up and falling into place. So it goes back to what I was saying before. Just don't let anything get in your way, even if it's you. Just don't block yourself, and that's how I was able to create my seat at the table.
Awesome. So we all have a process, and a lot of people don't like to go through the process, but the process is necessary to get to the next level. So what did failure teach you on your journey?
What did failure teach me on my journey? So failure taught me, I wouldn't honestly call it a failure. It's a learning process. So what it taught me was what needed to be changed. What I put out there as far as any steps that I had taken that weren't, I wouldn't say lucrative, but weren't that profitable or what have you, it taught me that I needed to do something else, do something different. Like, the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing, expecting different results, but you're not getting anything. So I reached out to Lily May and, basically hired, she's a PR agent, and she's been wonderful, and she's been helping me to see where I can improve, what I can change on, and that's helped me tremendously. So definitely failing, but learning my mistakes and where I need to pick up in the future as well.
So it's a lesson learned. Love that. So what did success teach you?
Success has taught me that it's given me confidence, honestly. It's given me the feeling that of accomplishment. Wow, I realized that I could I could do this, and I didn't feel like I could before. So success has really given me that sense of accomplishment. It has boosted everything that I thought that I imagined but never really thought was possible. So it's been an interesting, wonderful, amazing journey, to put it that way. If I haven't said that already, it's been really fun.
Well, super congratulations on all the great things that you have done, A'Driana. I wish you much success. And you told us, what you have going on into, for what we have to expect from you in 2020, that you have some amazing events going on. So congratulations in advance on what you're about to birth in this next decade.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You are welcome. And so I know we talked about earlier about you stepping out on your, jumping out and writing your books. So let's talk about some of the other books that you've written and how we can purchase those books.
So Trials and Tribulations is the only one that I've written and published. The other ones are still in production at the moment. So I'm currently working on Trials and Tribulations 2. That one should be out in 2020 as well. But with Trials and Tribulations, that one is available on Amazon. It is also available on my website, official A'DrianaLaFaye.com. And if the readers go to Amazon to purchase it, Trials is actually spelled Tryals. Same with Tribulations. There is no I if there's a Y.
Awesome. So definitely go support her and buy her book. A'Driana's doing some amazing things, about to go into the next decade and really make some moves. So I'm super proud of you. Congratulations on all the things that you have done again. So would you please tell our listeners, A'Driana, how they can follow you and support you on all social media platforms?
Awesome. Yes, definitely. Thank you. So on all social media platforms, it's pretty easy. It's TT Tells It All, at TT Tells It All, on all social media platforms.
All right, so definitely go follow her and connect with her. A'Driana is somebody to know for our aspiring writers that are looking to go into becoming to being an author. Definitely reach out to her and connect with her. So, A'Driana, I would like to thank you for taking the time out of your very, very busy schedule to come to the table, and I can't wait to invite you back.
I can't wait. Thanks so much for having me, Ashley.
You are welcome. I look forward to working with you in the future.
Me too. You have a great night.
You too. So I would like to give a special thanks to Tammy Collins-Marquis and John Schamberger. I would also like to give a special thanks to Author Kimberly McLemore and my intern Sarah from Tennessee State University and my intern Teria from Winston-Salem State University. You all may follow me on Facebook at Ashley Little and on Instagram at _Ashley A. Little. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Creating Your Seat at the Table, where Ashley speaks with corporate professionals, celebrities, entrepreneurs, authors, and speakers who are transitioning or have transitioned to entrepreneurship.